Alright, it was too good to be true. This year was the 60th anniversary of the James Bond film franchise, which I promised you guys a lot of videos. I haven't done those. It's gonna come down to like December 30th and it's gonna be crunch time. You're gonna get like 500 videos all in one day. That's just probably how it's gonna work. That's really just how I operate with videos. Now, I got some content for the 60th anniversary of Bond coming, but with the 60th anniversary of Bond and the 25th anniversary of one of the greatest video games of all time, it was too good to be true. It had to be an announcement this year at some point that we were getting a remaster, a re-release of GoldenEye 64 at some point, and here we are. Today, it has been officially announced by Xbox, Nintendo, every news outlet, Rare itself, that GoldenEye is getting a remaster on Xbox and Nintendo Switch. Sorry, PlayStation 5 players, you snooze, you lose. It's not on PlayStation 5, which I shouldn't even be saying that because I have a PlayStation 5 as well. I have all three. I'm a multi-platform gamer, okay? Okay, but this is years in the making. Everybody has been waiting for this for a long time. It was back in like 2008. Rare was actually supposed to re-release GoldenEye with updated graphics on like Xbox Live Arcade or something. And then some stupid copyright bullshit law happened where they couldn't actually do it. And it never saw the light of day. I want to see GoldenEye remastered with updated graphics. Now, this remaster, again, is coming to Xbox and Nintendo Switch Online. I know it's 4K resolution, 16:9 aspect ratio. I have no idea if the graphical enhancements are going to be there, but I will say this. I cannot wait to play GoldenEye in 4K resolution. I mean, there's nothing wrong with my Nintendo 64. It still hooks up. It still works on my 43-inch Toshiba TV, but the problem is that that's a more modern TV. The Nintendo 64 isn't as modern of a console anymore. I mean, the thing's what, like 20 years old, almost 30 years old now? Holy shit, I am old. Yeah, thinking about the 90s, that makes me realize just how old I am. I found gray hairs in my beard the other day. I mean, Jesus, I'm not even 30 yet. But playing a level like Statue or Surface 2, like, and just not being able to see anything on my TV, even with the doors closed, even with the lights off, is so goddamn hard to see on my TV right now, and having a 4K resolution playing those levels again is gonna be great, because then I can actually see it. It's nothing against the game, it's just the resolution on the TV. It's just so pixelated now, that because Nintendo 64 is so old, and it's not really built for modern TV capabilities. It's meant for like, you know, like those like square TVs back from like 1972 or something. So it's gonna be really fun to play those again. And the best part is, with the Xbox version, you not only get achievements, but you can unlock all the cheats again. You get split screen local multiplayer, the best. That is what multiplayer was back in the day. So glad they kept it, with the added bonus of playing online. And I'll get to that in a minute, but back to the local multiplayer split screen for a minute. That was everything back in the day. I used to wreck everybody with the golden gun. And once I got the golden gun, it was match over for everybody. So I can't wait to actually play with some friends with like 4 Xbox controllers just locally. Just like if my cousin Pat comes over, I can play him in GoldenEye now. I mean, on my Nintendo 64, or now whenever it comes out. There's no release date for this thing yet, but whenever it comes out, probably next year, I can now play it on Xbox with a higher resolution, a better aspect ratio, and I can just wreck house with the golden gun. Same if my brother comes over, because he sucks at this game. He still denies I shut him out in Halo, so yeah, I mean, once I get the golden gun, game over for him. Game over for you if you decide to play me online, just saying. But the thing is that they're keeping split-screen multiplayer while also adding the added bonus of multiplayer online. That is going to be fun. Having GoldenEye with those 2 multiplayer modes, it's going to be interesting to see what GoldenEye is going to be like online, because we haven't really had a Bond game that has had a lot of great online playabilities, you know? I mean, I think the Quantum of Solace game from 2008 had online, Bloodstone had online, but like nobody played online on those games. Everybody was just focused on the campaign. If anybody did play online, it made no sense, because it was just like somebody could be Bond and then somebody was like random guard who gets shot number 42 or something. So it'd be really cool if you could be like, oh, I know they can't do this probably for copyright reasons, but if you're online, if they had like all the likenesses of all 6 James Bond actors. Actually, I'm gonna say 5, because George Lazenby has turned out to be a huge homophobe lately, so he's a piece of shit. I don't like him. Didn't like him as Bond, don't really like him as a person, so there you go. 5 actors in my mind. If they had the rights to use the likenesses for all 5 actors, that would be awesome if you could play online and play as them in split screen mode, which was the original plan for GoldenEye 64, but licensing issues again. And yeah, it has full campaign mode, which means I have to go through the trouble of trying to beat train on 00 Agent. The not having the RCP-90 on train on 00 Agent is the biggest pain in the ass ever. If I can even get past the first parts of that level. Jesus, they blow up boxes in the train, you get hurt, like, and you're instantly dead. That sucks. Or why can't I just use the watch laser? The watch laser would be amazing. But just playing a remaster of this game and knowing that it is getting a re-release on Xbox Game Pass and Nintendo Switch Online is something that we've all been holding out as Bond fans for a long time now, and we finally got it. The two biggest wishes on my Bond 60 anniversary list this year were a GoldenEye 64 remaster for Xbox and or Nintendo Switch, whichever they decided to do, and a 4K box set of all 25 movies. One of them has come true. Hopefully the other one comes true. I feel like if the 4K box set for all 25 movies happens, it's going to be announced closer to Christmas, because that's kind of like a Christmas holiday thing. I think that's kind of a product people buy around Christmas. I think that's what they did with the Bond 50 set, so if they do a Bond 60 set, it would be amazing. Just put them all on 4K. I know that they can do it. I am so looking forward to just starting over with GoldenEye, playing it right through on all the different difficulties. Wondering if any of those button cheats will work that were on the Nintendo 64. Probably not, because you have the D-pad, but then you also had like the C buttons on the Nintendo 64 that you used for some of those button cheats. So I feel like I have to get those cheats the traditional way, which is gonna suck, because then that means I have to beat the game on Secret Agent to get Aztec and beat the entire game on 00 Agent to get Egyptian, something I have failed to do on the Nintendo 64 version. I am stuck on 00 Agent on the train. It is fucking hard, I swear to God. The next time I try it, I'm gonna die instantly. I haven't tried it in a while. Maybe I should get back on that. I don't know, but I am so looking forward to playing the different multiplayer modes. So glad that they're keeping split screen multiplayer locally in that, just so I can just wreck house with the golden gun or the Moonraker laser anytime anybody comes over and be like, hey, you thought you could beat me, huh? And I'm really interested to see how they're going to integrate actual online multiplayer play into this ages-old game on this remaster, but one of the greatest games of all time is finally getting re-released. So what are your thoughts on the GoldenEye re-release? Drop me a comment in the comment section below. I'll leave my link to my website in the description below as well. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex Madden, and I'll see you at the movies somewhere.